The main motivation, I think, behind writing the book for Dad and I was because many Christians are missing out on all that God has for them. And he's revealing himself to them on a daily basis, multiple times a day. And he's pursuing us for relationship, this deep intimacy that we crave. And if we had it, we would thrive. Maybe because we're too busy. I think that's a lot
Mm-hmm.
of it. We do
Mm-hmm.
our lives at a breakneck speed. But the other reason is because we've only been trained to see God or experience God or look for God in the ways that He's revealing Himself, maybe through the Word of God and maybe through church, but not necessarily trained to look for Him in suffering, which is a part of life. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
or learning to dwell in his presence or wrestling with God, which is a legitimate way to experience God, or in nature. So we wanted to gather up many of the different ways. It's not all the different ways. We could have kept going, but some of the key ways that we can experience the revelation of God, him showing himself for the purpose of a relationship.
I love that. And sometimes I've heard people, Kathy, say that, well, God doesn't pursue us, we need to pursue him. Have you ever heard that statement before?
Yeah, and there's nothing in the Bible that would make me believe it's true
Right.
because he is crazy obsessed with making sure he wins us in the end. I do not see a lackadaisical, lazy God up in heaven saying, come on, you have to come for me. Now, I do see him hiding himself sometimes in the bends and folds of our stories, like the beloved in Song of Solomon, where you have to go looking for him a little bit. And I think he does that because we as humans do not value what we have not had to go pursue. And so
Hmm.
I think there's definitely some of that in there, but he moved heaven and earth. Like he moved heaven literally to earth in the
Hmm.
name of Jesus to win us. So yeah, I think he absolutely is pursuing us. And quite frankly, the idea that we could pursue him without him first pursuing us isn't biblical. So I always say in theology, which is in everything, he's always previous.
And I think that helps us as individuals when we come to Christ to just to think that even for those that may be listening and you feel like you don't have anybody, daily God seeks relationship with you. Every day I wake up, God is pursuing me.